Hi guys, in today's vlog, I'm going to share some tips and tricks on how to make dipped strawberries. Dipped strawberries are very trendy and they're very easy to make. You can customize them for any holiday, event, party, theme, and the ingredients are very easy to find. I hope this tutorial will be helpful, and if you guys do end up making the dipped strawberries, go ahead and comment down below how it went.
Alright guys, so these are the ingredients that we're going to be needing today to make our dipped strawberries. You need clean, washed, and fully dried strawberries. We're gonna need some skewers. Depending on where you're gonna put the strawberries, you can either use long ones or you can use short toothpicks. You're gonna need some unflavored oil, and you're gonna need your candy melt. So today I have some lavender candy melts, I have white candy melts, and I have chocolate candy melts.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and start melting my candy melts. You have to melt them in 30-second intervals, and when you take it out of the microwave every 30 seconds, you have to make sure that you mix it so it doesn't burn. And then once you mix it and do it at least maybe 2 to 3 times, it should be ready, and I'll show you guys the consistency that it has to be in order for you to know that it's ready and it's done melting. The consistency should be something like this, where it falls off the spatula. And at the very end, I added a little bit of the oil just so it can loosen up a little bit more. It was a bit too thick, so it should be this consistency, and we're gonna go ahead and start dipping our strawberries. Mary, can you go get me the gloves, please? And then you always want to have some kind of parchment paper or wax paper when you're doing the dipping here. And you need something like this, like a foam board, to be able to stick your strawberries on there, okay?
To ensure that your strawberry doesn't fall off of the skewer, you're gonna go ahead and take your skewer and dip it into the candy melt first before putting it in your strawberries, so there isn't a problem of your strawberry falling off or anything like that happening.
And then when you're dipping, you want to make sure your strawberry goes all the way in. You want to have a deep enough bowl to be able to do that, and then you just let it drip. And then when it's all done dripping, you can go ahead and put it on your board. Dipped strawberries, I'm planning on making some of them into roses, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. All you're going to need is your candy melt, and you're going to need some corn syrup, around 2 tablespoons for, I believe, 6 ounces of candy melt, and you're going to mix them, and it's going to turn kind of into something like fondant. The texture is going to be like fondant. It's going to kind of be something that you can mold, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. So when you roll it out, it should be something flat like this. So if you lift it up, and you see how it got a little bit hard, but it's okay because when you kind of roll it in your hands, it gets soft again, so you don't have to worry about it drying out. And then to make the circles, I'm gonna use a tip, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start making little circles like this, and I'm gonna pop it out. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of press it a little bit, and you see it makes like a little flower petal design on the edges. I'm just going to wrinkle the edges a little bit like this. And then I'm going to take my strawberry, and they should be dry by now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it like this on my strawberry. And then I'm going to keep adding little circles, and I'm gonna make a full rose out of this. Alright guys, so I'm done with the first rose, and I'm going to show you guys one more time how it looks. You can do it in any color you want, but for this one I had to do chocolate flowers, so this is how it looks. I don't really count how many petals I put on the rose. I just put enough that when I look at it like this, it looks like a full rose. You can even do like rose buds, you don't have to put that many. But yeah, so this is how it ends up looking. And so you start from the middle, and then you start building up from there, and you put it layer on layer, and this is how it turns out to look. So I'm gonna make a few more of these, and I'm going to drizzle some of the other chocolate dips with white drizzle and some of the lavender that I have. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that as well, and how to prepare for that. So this is how the rose turned out, and I'm gonna make a few more, and I'll show you guys the results at the end. All right guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and melt the white candy melt to do the drizzling on the brown dipped strawberries. So for the white candy melt, I 100% recommend using the oil to make it a little bit more loose and thin, because the white candy melt, since it doesn't have any pigment in it, it becomes very extremely thick when you microwave it. Even if you do it 30-second intervals, it's still gonna come out extremely thick because there is no pigment in it. Okay, so this is the consistency without the oil. This is with the oil. So do you see how it's dripping a little bit more faster? The consistency is a bit different. So for the drizzles, I use a Ziploc bag just like this, and then I open it like this so I have room to pour the color in there. And then all I do is I just pour my white in there. I just pour the whole thing if I'm just going to use it for the drizzle. The plan for these dipped strawberries is to make it into a flower arrangement. So I am buying flowers right now to go ahead and combine the flowers and the strawberries together. Alright guys, so we are back. We got our flowers. We got purple flowers, we got white accent flowers. So now we're gonna head back home, and I'm gonna start arranging all the flowers and the strawberries together.